Yeah. I don't think y'all understand what time it's about to be. Do y'all understand? It's petty time. Petty time podcast. Like, y'all just don't get it. Like, sometimes you just gotta be petty. A bitch could never.
They be having them fucking people with them animal outfits on.
Furries. What up, though? It's your man's Young Devious, represent D to the basement, man. Tuning in with my girl, Miss Petty, man.
Yo, it's Dizzy Speeds, it's Hollywood Hogan, man. If y'all not tapping into the APA Petty Time, I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas doing, man.
Yeah, y'all already know the fuck going on, word. It's the biggest fucking bookie all the way from Jersey. Make sure y'all go tap in. Y'all wanna hear that real shit? Make sure y'all go tap in with It's Petty Time, the podcast.
Petty time on your mama.
I'll check out her podcast, It's Petty Time. If you ain't on that, then I don't know what time you on.
I'm saying Petty Gang, what up? We in the building. We got one of the great Charles with himself.
It's Petty. From Jersey to PA. We love you.
It's Petty Time, you already know what it is, man. Next time Hollywood. Huh?
Y'all wanna hear that real shit from a real bitch? Go tap into It's Petty Time, the podcast, right now on Roku TV.
Basically, I'm on these hoes outside. They not coming outside. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep getting crazy, gotta keep getting messy, gotta keep dropping the tea, gotta keep exposing.
Okay, this is going on.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Okay? Listen. Calm down. We're gonna make them come outside. See, the key is you can't get too petty with everybody. You gotta get them outside and then get petty. Alright? That's the formula. Alright? Follow that.
So we gotta kiss ass.
No. We don't fuck around. We don't fuck around. No. We come outside and then we get petty, alright? Stop getting petty before they come outside, and then they gonna come outside to get petty. Alright?
I understood that. That
Go in
makes
the
sense.
game and do what you got to do.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, and I wasn't gonna blow shit up, but it's petty time. The Petty Time podcast.
Yo. Hey, co-host. Y'all know what time it is. It's Petty Time.
Petty Time.
My co-host, Day Day Mac, was popping.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Petty Time. What's going on, Petty Family? Friday. Let's get it.
Now we about to talk about it, y'all. We got something deep to talk about today. And we got two different standpoints. And we want to know, why are you Team Trump?
Oh, you kind of came for the juggler.
Yes, like why you, because I understand, like, we talked and you said that you Team Trump. You feel what I'm saying?
And I
And
am
I
Team
feel
Trump.
like I'm not Team Trump, and I have my personal reasons, and I'll get into it as we go further into the show.
Okay,
But
well, to be Mhm.
go ahead.
So to be honest, I've never really been into politics. I'm still not. I've never voted a day in my life. I really so much am paying attention to the economy, how our country as a whole is failing in my opinion, how the inflation has skyrocketed everything to where you paying almost $5 for a loaf of good bread. Even before Trump got out of office, because he only did a term, everybody was so adamant on getting him out. But it's like now that he's out, everybody want him back in. In my personal opinion, people feel like he a racist. I don't think he none of that. I think he like motherfuckers with money. And I think he's brutally honest. And the fact that the government can't control him because he can endorse all his own shit because he got money, that's a threat for him. To them, should I say. Because what has Biden done?
That's mainly everybody's one point when they speak highly of Trump and why they're Team Trump. That's
Even the war. We would not be about to go to war right now if he was in office because them other presidents respect him and them other countries. They don't respect Biden. I feel like Biden has like a control issue. Like y'all at war now for what? Natural resources, the oil. That's what the war is about. Oil in other countries that y'all trying to invade and take. and they're not with that shit. They're not.
Yeah. Um, I feel like, I have my reasons. Mainly it has to do with the Capitol riot and what he put together and never faced the charge. It really go as deep as he was the one who was pushing for the Antifa thing a lot, and putting people in place, which was mainly Black Lives Matter protesters and everything like that. So when he had the Proud Boys or Proud Brothers, whatever they're called, go up in the Capitol building, he had them pretend like they were Antifas to also diminish the Antifas, which were really Black Lives Matter protesters. You feel what I'm saying? So that was my thing with Trump,
So is that a
in that
solid?
whole plan, of why I feel like he had his moment. He showed his hand as he was leaving office and everything like that. So I feel like I would not be Team Trump just because you're able to give us money to help the economy. There's a lot of people we're able to help our economy. Let's start
But
there.
we're not. We're not.
The people we don't have to, nobody needs honestly, I feel like we can. I feel like nobody needs everything that we like. I want a lot of money. I want a nice house. You know what I'm saying? But do I need it? No. I feel like I could sacrifice a lot and help the next person out to help the economy. We don't have to depend upon one person that's putting our economy in debt for the next president anyway, because he only got 2 terms. So after these 4 years, you're done. And then
Yeah,
what?
but I
You're
feel like
messing it
another
up for
Republican's gonna.
everybody.
I feel like another Republican is gonna come into play when it come to that. In my opinion, the only reason why Biden got in the first place is because there was no other potential candidates that the people were willing to consider to run the country. Because how many other years have Biden ran and didn't get in?
Right.
So it's like, okay, we at our shits and
There
oh,
was
Trump's doing this.
there's
And then
probably
that's another
reasons.
thing too. And I'm not racist. I love all colors, all ethnic backgrounds, all religious preferences. But the fact that these people that are not Americans can just flood our country, get everything that they want, and we got veterans that serve this country homeless, no food, no shelter, they can't get nothing. But somebody from Greece can come over here, I just was reading an article through CNN. So they cut food stamps in the state of New York by like maybe 30-40% so that they could give the food stamps and the cash to the immigrants that are coming into the country and flooding it. The lady was like, I live in an apartment building. These people are coming in here, they're pissing everywhere, they're shitting everywhere. There's people from cartels from Mexico coming down to New York, terrorizing, flooding the city. Like the city is so overly populated, they're renting out hotel rooms to accommodate the immigrants. But you won't even do that for an American that risked his life to serve this country. It's backwards as fuck to me. So when people were saying, "Oh, he's putting up that wall," why is he put? There was a reason he was doing that shit to keep them people out. Like we can't go to their country and get that shit. We got to go through the visa process, apply to become a citizen there, all of that. They're not giving us nothing, but they can just come over here and just get everything. We can't go in the bank right now and get a loan to open our business. But a person from another country can because they're a alien and get it without a problem. That's crazy.
So we definitely understand that, and that's a problem with any president that would be in office. But I just strictly want to know, like,
Mhm.
why is anybody Team Trump? Like, what is so special about Team Trump than the next president?
I mean, people might be ruffled with some shit that I'm about to say, but what did Barack do? I mean, in my opinion, they allowed him to come in office because he's a black man. When they looked at the statistics, a lot of black people were not voting. So they said, okay, we're going to bring him in office. He's going to be the face of the presidency. Let's see how many black people voted. I think every black person, at least 80% of the black community, went out and voted for Barack. And he served his 2 terms. I'm not, like I said, really into politics, so I can't. sit here and view point. But I know that out of the last 3, 4 presidents we have had, Barack has been the one with pushing the wars the most, doing undercover hits and shit like that. They don't tell us a lot of stuff. We don't be knowing nothing. I like Trump because he's a businessman. I like Trump because he's keeping the economy good. There were jobs. There wasn't as much unemployment rate. A lot of the percentage for government assistance has skyrocketed because people can't afford anything. We can't. Everything is high as hell. What has Biden done since he's been in office to alleviate any type of pressure off of the people? Fuck the PSA money and whatever PPP money and all that. What has he done in the 4 years he been in?
Well, those countries that he's helping, I guess they play a part in things that we may need. There's a reason why he's helping them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I know, like, with Trump siding with Russia and things like that, like Putin is all for himself. And, it's a risk of putting somebody back in office with a personal problem that he knows that you really don't have no power outside of those branches anyway. um I feel like it's a risk. He high risk.
I don't.
He'll
See. I don't
cost
believe that.
us, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, why do you want to be in office so bad? Like that like he hasn't proved that to me. Like, what I just want to ask Trump myself, why do you want to be in office?
To make America great again. That's another problem with
How?
us. We're too dependent on these other countries for everything. When you look on the back of something, what do it say? Made in Taiwan, made in China. Half of the things that we get brought into our country as consumers and we purchase isn't even coming from our country. And then we're allies with all these other different countries. For example, we are allies with Ukraine. So while they're at war with Russia, I believe that's who they're at war with. We have to have they back from a treaty from hundreds of years ago when we went at war and they had us. That don't got nothing to do with
So
us. But
that's
guess
a
what that's
problem.
doing?
So do you feel, when Trump is in office, being that he has this relationship with Putin,
I
that when
guarantee the
Putin
tits rise.
when he decides to attack one of those countries again, do you think that Trump will go as hard as he can against Putin, someone that he already has a relationship with, to stop him from harming a country that Biden is fighting for, or any other president would fight for?
I think that excuse me. Excuse me. Alhamdulillah. I feel like if that's the case, and because Russia and Ukraine are at war right now, I feel like if he gets back in office, I think it's a respect thing. I don't think that those other countries and those other presidents in them other countries respect Biden. And I think that that's why they're like, okay, y'all want to keep playing. Like, for example, the United States just went to, I want to say, Pakistan. They're on their land. The people told them, yo, y'all got to get off of our soil. This is not your soil. The United States said, we ain't going nowhere. So it's like you're asking for a war. How you going to tell somebody that you are not a citizen in their country, you on their soil, and you telling them you're not going nowhere? I feel like the reason we weren't at war when Trump was in office is because he was really sitting down having conversations with these people. He's about the money. Okay, this what we gonna do for y'all. Y'all do this for us. We gonna keep the shit under calm waters. But when you got a president that's low key greedy and don't really know how to run nothing, and you trying to take from everybody, now niggas is gonna be on some shit like, okay, well, you wanna play, we gonna play too. We don't even have nobody to back us up if we go to war for real. We don't.
Right.
We're fucked. North Korea and South Korea been at war. Them presidents haven't talked. They've been enemies for over 20 plus years. Them two presidents then got together and now they're talking. And guess what they gonna do? Attack the fuck out of us because we got good, we have good artillery, but they 10 years ahead of us. All of our shit come from them. They gonna hit us with some shit and we're gonna be fucked up. We're gonna come crashing down. Not none of these other countries. So for me, I want Trump back in because he the one that made sense to me. And everything he said was going to happen, oh, everything's going to go up. Gas is going to be $6 a gallon. The middle class is going to struggle. Everything he said was going to happen when Biden got in, if he got in, is what's currently happening now. Everything. Because what the fuck is he doing? You see him on a he doing interviews, he on TV, he doing conferences, he not even making no sense. You can't even walk because you falling and tripping off every goddamn thing. The motherfucker was walking up on a private jet and fell. Like, what are you doing?
He might have just had on slippery shoes.
Or just you a snake and God's punishing your ass.
Not the slippery shoes, child.
No, for real. I don't know. I never have voted, but I'm voting this year for sure. And I'm
For
voting for
sure.
Trump. Yes, I'm getting me
For
a Make
sure.
America Great Again hat.
Tune into It's Petty Time Podcast. It's Petty Time Podcast. It's Petty Time Podcast. It's petty. It's petty. It's petty. It's Petty Time Podcast on Real Petty Entertainment. Real Petty Entertainment. Real Petty. Real Petty. Real Petty. Real Petty Entertainment Channel.
Real motherfucking petty entertainment. And
Salute to
anybody,
light
and
skin.
please everybody subscribe to the podcast
Yes, Real Petty Entertainment on YouTube.
on
Make sure
YouTube.
y'all stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
we have different topics, you know what I mean? So we want to stay in tune. Definitely like the celebrity topics. I see the Krishan video is doing very well on YouTube. So that's good.
What
I
you
guess
say,
y'all
boo?
like my
Who
review.
gonna watch Junior?
Like, no, for real, who gonna watch Junior, boo? Like, you gotta stay focused a little bit because daddy already down. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you know, you
So
gotta
not to cut
you
topics, because
gotta
we can
do for
come back to the
yourself. You know what I'm
politics.
saying? Just so you can hold things together when they come home, things can be
Now,
together.
I don't want to get off the topic because we talk about
Yeah.
politics real quick. But what you think
Yep,
about
right.
the bitch Bonnie? Where she come from?
Who?
Ain't that the girl name? With the duck lips, that's talking about she been fucking with Blueface all these years and she got the butt tat.
Oh. Girl, she probably have. Who
Do
haven't?
you think it's for clout or do you feel like she lying? I mean, she's
I
telling
don't
the
feel
truth.
like she lying.
Okay.
I feel like everything's for clout. He gonna have a whole scenario when he come home. He gonna come home, somebody's heart gonna be broken, and he's gonna show the typical street situation, what goes on. Might be a couple more babies, might marry Jaden, who knows?
Child. That's what
But,
that's gonna be the tea for me.
you know,
But yeah, so as far as going back to what we were talking about, I feel like we need somebody that's more strong headed to run our country. We need our country to go back to being normal before we end up going into a really bad recession because it's very hard out here right now. These last 4 years, just me speaking as a single mom and having multiple children and trying to keep shit afloat for myself and my family, it's hard. Even if you get food stamps, which you used to get for $200, you getting half of that now.
yeah.
You got to come out your pocket now to spend for food because it's so goddamn expensive. Even the market for real estate is horrible. People not buying houses. The APR is outrageous. It's like 9.8%. That's crazy.
Yeah.
When Trump was in office, that shit was like 3.4. Even if I wanted to buy a house, I can't because I can't afford it. $100,000 house right now is going to be damn near 180,000 when you tack on the interest, and that don't include whatever you might want to fix in the house.
It
It's just
is
too
what it
much.
is. And that's why they have companies where you can always capitalize off of homes throughout the years to make your money back. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes, that's how I look at my investment now. You know what I mean? It's just a situation right now where I'm Airbnb in it, so I make, decent money when it's, pickup
Popping.
season.
So
Yeah.
you've been busy. You've been booked and busy though.
I know I have, you know what I'm saying? And I'm actually happy about that. So the official battle will actually be April 7th.
Okay.
April 7th on a Sunday in Brooklyn, New York.
And I cannot wait. I'm gonna be right there.
I love to hear it. Oh, this
I'm
ain't even a
looking
flyer.
forward
I gotta
to it.
show the updated
Sure.
flyer. I actually gotta show the updated flyer. That ain't even the one. That ain't the one, honey.
And we gonna be right there. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, but lit and live.
Yep.
Shit,
Lit
my
and
car
live.
part just came. They gotta stop playing with me.
Lit and live. I get to do
Definitely
damage.
gonna be lit and
I get to do
I
damage.
already know you gonna eat it up, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm gonna be live the whole time. And we gonna let the subscribers, our petty family, see how we do, how you do, because you be
Exactly.
definitely murdering that shit. So, despite whoever might get in the office, because the term is over this year for Biden, he's out of there, and I highly doubt he gets back in. So, what is it that you want to see from the next president moving forward as far as running our country, making it more stable, etc.?
I would like for the next president, any president, to kind of uh invest in our country.
Mm.
Like they put millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars in other countries, and I feel like, yeah, we can help. That's fine. I like the, giving, let's help the world, but at the same time, you never turn your back on your own. You don't take from your own to make sure another is good at the same time. If we ain't got it, we ain't got it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and
It's
that's the
unfortunate.
problem.
We can't
I
save everybody, and I just want the future presidents to understand we can't save everybody, man. You know what I mean? But we got to save us, though.
True.
We know we number one, but we know if we make ourselves weak, who gonna save us?
We're one of the strongest countries that there is. But if
Yeah,
it's not being handled correctly and we're not utilizing the things that we have, I feel like we need to make more, we need to produce more consumer things in our country.
yeah,
We're making other countries rich as hell. We can make that shit here. And I think that that was Trump's whole take with things too. Like when he say make America great again, like opening up back different companies. Like what was it that closed the coal mine, the mines?
yeah,
Shit like that, and making more things made in America, bringing our country in revenue, so we're not depending on them. Because if they cut us off, if they decide tomorrow, okay, well, we're not fucking with the U.S., we're fucked, not them. We're too dependent on these other countries. And if we come together as a nation and we put our energy and we solely support American made products, whatever, I think that that will be better for us. Like how in the Black community, we don't really support one another, but we'll go support another motherfucker just because of the name of their clothes or their shoes or their car or whatever. You got a sister over here doing the same thing, but because she's not as popular or well known, you don't want to support her, and you're going to pay half the amount but get the same quality. Like
right.
we be backwards with certain shit.
Hmm. For sure.
So I think
I just, it's crazy. The world is the world. I don't know what to say. And like I was telling a friend the other day, I feel like we're so far gone. We're so many generations gone that I just don't want to be right. I want to focus on me, my family, the people around me, and making sure we're safe, making sure we're good, we're fed. You know what I'm saying? If I can help anybody else, I'm willing to, but I have to stay focused on that inner circle first. Because
And
the world is so far gone, we are not going to say. I feel like thinking that we're going to change the world after these many of generations and we see where our children are headed. I can't I can't I can no longer be delusional, so
I agree too. I feel like your immediate family and making sure that you are stable and you are okay is what's most important. But if we have a country being ran by somebody that don't care, because at the end of the day, all of them are set. They don't know about a struggle. They don't have to question if they fill up a cart of food, can they afford to pay for it?
right,
So if we don't have a president that objective is to make sure that the country is at a standpoint where the economy is flourishing. There are jobs for the people. People are enduring more trades, carpentry, plumbing, electrician. He had all of that shit open. Like now, the rent's going up $500, but we still minimum wage is seven and a quarter. How?
right,
Like,
right.
who's working for $7.25? So y'all gonna keep raising up everything, but keeping the hourly wage at a minimal. Then y'all wonder why people out here robbing and stealing or working for themselves doing 1099s and Ubering and shit like that. Cause what else are they gonna get?
You remember this?
Trump calls for supporters to march to US Capitol before the riot.
Demand that Congress do the right thing and only count the electors who have been lawfully slated. Lawfully slated. I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Today we will see whether Republicans.
So you heard he said that he knew that they
That the
would be watching over,
Mhm,
walking over there. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Shortly, that was already planned.
I
So
want to
again,
say it
I
was
feel
probably
like Trump organized this Antifa thing and threw Black Lives Matter under the bus and had these people go in to imitate the same movement he threw under the bus to make it like they were like the Antifas went to the Capitol riot. Nobody from the Antifa, Black Lives Matter, went to that Capitol building to harm anybody. That was solely the Proud Boys, Proud Brothers, or whatever in Trump's movement. And that's why I have a problem with Trump getting in office. That's why I'm not Team Trump.
so I don't really know anything about this Antigua thing. I know a little bit about the Black Lives Matters movement, but
Antifa.
Antifa. I don't even know what's behind that, but I feel like that was kind of like because the government is so corrupt and so shady, they'll try to um like blindside people or give them this interpretation that this is what it's really about. I don't think he had them people go into the House to hurt anybody. I think he was trying to like send a point or like a signal to them because he said for first of all, I think that they was playing with the numbers. Whenever they did cast the votes, they probably rigged some shit. Because even with the votes when it was Trump versus Biden, Trump had him beat by a lot. And then all of a sudden, Biden numbers just boosted up. Remember a couple states they said that they miscounted the votes? I think that that's what that was about. Like, y'all know I won, but because y'all want me out because I'm telling the truth, because that's what it's really about. They don't like that this man is spitting the truth because guess what? He don't need y'all money. He's a billionaire. He can endorse and do whatever he wants. He got power just like y'all got power.
But see, the difference between protesters and things going wrong is that it actually changes things. When things went wrong for him, it changed nothing. He still had to go.
I mean, yeah, because
So
the votes was rigged.
it wasn't sincere. It wasn't necessary. People was hurt, and he didn't go to jail behind it. But there's people that are suffering that stood up, even though things may have went wrong or however it ended, that he threw under the bus and put in a box and slandered to get his point across, and did the same, very exact same thing, and did not get any type of repercussion or anything done.
So you feel like that riot was focused on, or the focal point was black people,
No,
or adding them into it?
I felt like, how dare you bash and slander even when things go wrong, like for instance, when looting happens or anything like that. I learned personally that sometimes those protests that like, it starts out peaceful, like situations where, for instance, George Floyd, how it started out peaceful for hours and then ended in how it ended. Those were protests that were hijacked. Those were government hijacked protests that turned like that. So even though it ended how it ended, it still started with somebody. And I feel like Trump came up with the whole Antifa thing, which means that you either came up with the whole hijacking the protest to stop it, or you are close or know about what was going to happen with the protest to make it look violent so that you can come in aggressive and stop something when people are emotional about what our government is doing wrong. That's the problem I have with Trump. And that you did not face any type of punishment or anything, but there were people that was actually out there marching, that actually got charged, that actually did jail time, and I didn't see Trump do a lick of time.
Well, that just goes to show that money is power, and this is how it's always been. White people, the Ku Klux Klan can walk down the streets in the blackest city in Alabama and splur racist slurs, say whatever they want, break shit, put shit on fire. They don't get no repercussions. He knows he's a man with power. I'm not going to say that was okay, but I feel like he was trying to prove a point to them. Like, y'all are doing some foul shit. I'm going to have these wild white motherfuckers, because wasn't nobody black doing it. They would have got shot.
Right.
I'm going to have these crazy white motherfucking Republicans come in this bitch and set some shit off.
Right.
And that's what he did. And he knew they wasn't going to get touched. Why would I ask any other ethnic background to do it? And in order for that to be meditated, and people to know, he had to do some type of rally on it. He didn't individually call these people, possibly. I don't know. I can't say that. But there was hundreds of people there.
You know,
they wasn't targeting black people. They was targeting Congress, the Senate, because y'all on some fuck shit. And I don't care because you can't control me. And what?
Okay, you know, we post the comments on the screen from the viewers. And I just feel like, you know, I want to take this time, because we're half an hour into the show. It's getting juicy. And before we continue or switch any topic, I want to go ahead and shed light to a female artist by the name of Pretty Chrissy. And I want to go ahead and play her video. One moment, please.
These motherfuckers what it is, baby. Yeah, I ain't never been afraid of the trap. I ain't never been afraid of a cell. I ain't never been afraid of a bitch. I ain't never been afraid of a male. I ain't never been afraid of nobody. 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 I ain't never been afraid of the trap. I ain't never been afraid of a cell. I ain't never been afraid of a bitch. I ain't never been afraid of a male. I ain't never been afraid of nobody. Been afraid of nobody. I ain't never been afraid of nobody. I ain't never been afraid of nobody.
I ain't never been afraid of a bitch. Another level man making these hits. No time for the fakes in my face. paper. Pen time every day for this paper. Go grind, put it all on the table. Holidays like we spinning the drain. Ran the race, now we sitting in traffic. Road the richest niggas think that we laughing. Stack it up, put it all in the mattress. Burn it down, flicking bitches with matches. I'm impressed, but you bitches ain't lasting. Now these hoes tryna play me. Thinking you special, you bitches ain't matching. Yeah, now these hoes tryna play me. I ain't rich, but I work for my shit. Watch me, now you learning my tricks. I ain't never been afraid of you tricks. Masked up, you can't fuck with my clique. Take time, but it's all in the wrist. Blow minds, hit the stage when I'm pissed. Go dumb from the stage to the VIP. Show love to the haters, you pissed.
I ain't never been afraid of the trap. I ain't never been afraid of a cell. I ain't never been afraid of a bitch. I ain't never been afraid of a male. I ain't never been afraid of nobody. 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 I ain't never been afraid of the trap. I ain't never been afraid of a cell. I ain't never been afraid of a bitch. I ain't never been afraid of a male. I ain't never been afraid of nobody. 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 I never been afraid. Lived in the trap my whole life and that's what I'm paid. Boss with my hands hit your face, now you're late. I lay in the car with your lady. I blow Molotov for M80. Most of these niggas are shady. Stay on my mind like I'm crazy. Trading my year to Mercedes. Stay in the whip cause I got the keys. Sorry meek but your bitch need a little steam. This cannot help with your self-esteem. Watch all the fake like I'm Mr. Clean. More than me or not, I always stop. I'ma pop like a can full of soda pop. But I lost me a lot cause I need a lot. I'll be damned if a nigga can take my spot. Silencer, spinning the belt like a balancer. I'll go all day like a calendar. Count it up, never been scared of another man. Not this man, you're not worth nothing. A palace and out of hand. Go do my time if I'm having to. Anything do so they eating food. No, I'm not needing you. Passing the test, I'm defeating you. Moving my feet cause I never lose. I ain't never been afraid of the trap. I ain't never been afraid of a cell. I ain't never been afraid of a bitch. I ain't never been afraid of a male. I ain't never been afraid of nobody. 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 I ain't never been afraid of the trap. I ain't never.
Y'all know what to do.
Okay, pretty Chrissy.
Pretty Chrissy, y'all know what
She
to do.
looks
Go check
beautiful
that
in
out.
that. She looks
Right,
beautiful in the
exactly.
video.
Go check that out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's Pretty Chrissy, dude with the hop, never been afraid. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all know, go check them out. Support the
Definitely.
women, the upcoming
I'm gonna have
artists.
to check her out. She from
For
here?
sure. For sure. Yeah. They're
Okay.
from Pittsburgh. They're
Okay,
from
cool.
Pittsburgh.
And I just want
Actually,
to
I
speak
think
real
Pretty
quick.
Chrissy is from New Kensington.
Okay.
But
I want to
never,
speak on
yeah.
Call Me Alma. He made a comment and said, "You don't seem to know anything about anything. That's why you Team Trump." I've made it very clear at the beginning of this podcast that I'm not into politics, that I've never voted in my life. I just go off of headlines that I read, what makes sense to me as an individual, and I'm speaking my part. So if you're a big politician or you into all of that, kudos to you. But don't try to shut down what my point of view is on a situation. Thank you. Have a good day.
Now that's addressed. We have the points, and why you feel how you feel. You know what I'm saying? We all have our opinion on why we feel how we feel, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine.
I'm
So
not shutting down nobody shit. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democratic. I'm not nothing. I'm just what person makes sense to me to make our country more stable where we're not struggling. We're middle class, low class. We not high class. We not getting money like these people getting. They don't got to worry about what we worry about every day. I got kids. So for me, I'd rather pay $3 for a loaf of bread than six because inflation just went skyrocketed. Just my personal opinion. But I will see. I mean, the polls is coming up. Everybody gonna go out and vote. What is it? November they vote. January we find out who gonna be the new president. So we gonna see.
Yep.
So I wanted to touch on something, boo, because I bet taxes then drop. Motherfuckers got a couple coins.
Let's
Everybody's
get
mad. So
it.
how do you feel about when a motherfucker owe you money? You try not to be petty and keep bugging and reaching out about it, but they ain't paid you, but they on vacations. They on social media. They in clubs. They got on new shoes, hair did, nails did, everything did.
Uh,
And it's family on top of that.
so that's a loan money or a never situation for
So
me.
I'm going to say it was a loan because that's why
Um,
motherfuckers is tight.
to loan money or never, never. Um,
Okay. Look, what you
only
say,
people
sis?
that I feel like I could really know that you're going to pay me back, bro. Like some people, and some of them have a history. You don't just one day pop up after paying everybody back in your life on time, doing some outstanding stuff, and one day want to wake up and not pay me back.
Yes.
So you clearly know if that person has a pattern of not paying people back or doing some, you know what I'm saying, some fluey stuff.
So I'm gonna
So
give you an example. Tell me how you feel. So I know two individuals. The one person borrowed $500 off the other person. Told them they give them back their money when they got their income taxes. Now all year, this person that borrowed the money been doing this other person's hair. They not paying them, they not tipping them, and they doing the daughter hair on top of that. And I'm not talking about no little shit. Not list, sew-ins, wig installments, all that. So then the girl brings up like, "Oh, well, you got that money." And the girl that brought the money's argument is, "Well, all year I did you and your daughter here, and you didn't even throw me a $20 tip. We gonna call it even." How do you feel like that was a just way to feel like you shouldn't pay, or should it have been on some shit like, I feel like you asked to borrow the money, you should pay her back. Being a hairstylist, whether you do it as a career or just on some I'm bored type shit, you should have vocalized, okay, well, this is what I want for doing it.
yeah, you're right. You don't switch up in the middle because it's like if you want your money back, that's all you got to say. It's like don't try to be passive about it and then try to take it. Like basically, it's like you're taking it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So that's all you had to say. It's give me my money. I'm taking my money instead of trying to do it in a slick way where you're borrowing the money and then you didn't even probably get it all. Did she borrow all the money that she maybe have done over that time for doing hair and everything? Because if
So
she
she borrowed the
okay,
500, but I would honestly say she would have paid out more than $500 the whole year getting her hair done. Facts.
oh
Girl, knotless
yeah,
by themselves, some small knotless is 200. A
wow,
wig installment's like 275. And you done got your hair done
wow,
all year at least 5 to 6 times, and your daughter.
wow.
So would you chalk it up and be like, okay, well, she right. She did do my hair and my daughter hair all year. I'ma just chalk up the 5. Or is you on some shit like, I still want my 5, but I didn't give you shit. Don't that sound crazy?
So I don't know who's worse. Like it's like you saying that give me my money back, but I'm not gonna pay you for your services, and she like, okay, I'm not giving you this 5 because damn, don't you owe me extra money? You know
Anyway,
what I'm saying? So I at this point, if I had to lean to a side, I would choose the person that's keeping the $500.
yeah.
So, I don't know, the person, like, when are you going to pay this person back or give them anything towards doing you and your child hair? Now, maybe if it was just your child, I'm doing a good cause. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm showing that I can do children's hair. I can use her as a model. Okay, cool. We can work something out. But you being in a deal too, and
Yeah.
you can give me this 500? No, I'm sorry. Like,
So what
some
she ended up doing was giving her back 250. And she was on some shit like, here, I'm gonna give you back half. I've been doing you and your daughter here all year. You haven't given me nothing. And then on top of that, you don't even tip me. But when the girl that let her borrow the 500 do some hair, she expect paid.
right.
So how do you feel like somebody's supposed to take time out their day to accommodate you, and they gotta and you don't gotta pay them, but if you doing braids or you doing somebody here, you want your money. It go the same
Right.
way. Time is money.
Right.
So it was kind of like a little iffy situation for me. For me, I know out of my family who is reliable, who I can let borrow money, I'm gonna give it back. Who borrow money off me and I know they're gonna pay me back, because if it's a family member I know is wishy washy, I'm sorry, I ain't got it. Even if I got
Yep.
it, because I'm not about to
Yep.
fall out with
Nope.
somebody over some
I'm
fucking
not even about
dollars.
to make myself mad. I'm
Yeah.
not even about to
Or
do
you
it.
need to ask to can I have it? And then
Yep,
I'm gonna let you know yes or no. That's why you said, is this a loan or is this a I ain't getting it back? Or you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Because that's how it be. I don't really loan too many people money because you can whole ass fall out with a motherfucker about some coins.
Yep. So no. It's
Uh,
a no for me. It's a
uh,
never. It's
okay.
a never at this point in time for right now because I'm still building my own
Girl, it's a recession.
home. I'm still updating. I'm still doing what I gotta do. I'm still fixing my teeth. I still owe a couple more dollars to get my stuff done so I can move on and finish my mouth. So I could be stunting this summer. You feel what I'm saying?
Girl, because I
I'm not
definitely
saying
got
I'm
my
getting
teeth,
a
my bag
body
and fixed my
done,
teeth,
but
honey.
I'm definitely about to get in the gym and just trim it up a bit. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. But
Well,
no,
guess
no,
what, boo? I ain't gonna lie, I've been slacking like these last 3 months, but I was going faithfully like 3, 4 times a week. But between Miami, Atlanta, doing all this other extra shit, I just slipped. But starting tonight, I'm back at it. So if you want to link up, let's link up and get it cracking.
yeah, let's get it cracking because I started building a gym in my house just to have, stuff here, but I still need a few other things. Like I need the leg press. Like if I had that, I wouldn't give a damn. And the treadmill here, I would be, it
Well,
would be clutch. I
okay.
would be
Well,
cool.
I got a membership, so and I can bring somebody with me.
Okay.
So it's up.
All right. Yeah, I'm with it then. Let's get it
Yep.
cracking
I
'cause
wonder
we
if
need to get
you
in
got a
there.
Planet Fitness out there by you?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to flip flop. But I'm definitely with
Yep.
that. But yeah, when it come to borrowing money, I'm cool. Unless it's somebody like I'll borrow off specific people, but they know I'm reliable. They know I'm a communicate with them. Okay, well I can give you this much, or a bill came up and I can't, but I got you next. I feel like when you communicate with people about when you owe money, it's better than you just trying to like duck and dodge. You're not saying shit.
Right.
Like, because
Right.
a regular bitch on the streets, I'm pulling up and I'm stalking you when you open that door. Like, run me my money.
Yep.
People dying over $500 a day. It's not a game.
Yep. It's not a game.
What you say? It's a
It's
never for
not a
me.
game. It's not a game. Like,
Oh
yeah.
Lord, have mercy. I'm a sip on that one. It's not a game.
Mhm.
So outside of that though, boo, it's Friday. I know you about to get to the bag. What's the plans with the game? What we gonna start this game for the petty family?
Yep, we gotta outside of the show, sit back and talk. You know what I'm saying? Because once we get it out there, it's out there, and we got to
Yeah.
keep it going. So we want to make sure we got it. Just you know what I mean. We gonna talk a little bit more outside of
Yeah, because I'm excited.
it.
I think the people gonna like it.
Yeah, for sure. So
And
what do
that's
you think?
definitely different.
Are you still working Fridays?
I do. I work today 4 to 9.
Oh,
Yes, but my schedule is about to drastically change because, bitch, I'm going to call you. Because,
great,
yeah,
because
I'm about to
I
be real
want the perfect.
available.
Yes, I want the perfect times. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like in the
Prime
afternoon
time.
people are at work. You know what I'm saying? Like they can always go watch back and that's cool. That's what we doing. But um yeah, I also want to just upload different videos at different times. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm with
So
that because I'm definitely trying to be a lot more involved. I just be life for all of us. But I think that because I'm about to do this career change so that like life is easier on me and I'm being able to be home more with my family, I'm going to have a lot more availability.
cool.
So that's going to work in our favor on both ways. So when is Worker Worth It Wednesdays coming back up? It's going to
No,
be
not
next month,
Wednesdays.
right?
It's
This
worker
month.
worth it. It's worker worth it mayhem. It's not
Mayhem.
Wednesdays.
Okay.
It's every first and last Wednesday of each month.
Okay, so that's where I knew it was a Wednesday.
Yep, for sure. But
Okay.
not every Wednesday.
Twice
It's
a month, beginning and the
Yeah,
end.
because we want to get them their promotion, their due diligence. We want our face off. We like the spice around here too. I love the face off. that that we did with Irv and Puff. It was
Mhm.
spicy, it was funny and spicy. It was more funny than anything, and they really
Yes,
talked their stuff. And at the end of the day, Irv walked away with the victory. Like on the
he
recap of
definitely
that, like
did.
what you think about that? Like, and let me show the flower of that. You know what I'm saying? This was that, y'all. This was that right
And it was
there.
nice. I
Like y'all
definitely
can
tuned
always
in.
go back and rewatch that episode by
Yes, please, y'all check out all of our episodes. This is
subscribing.
episode what, 8, boo?
Yes, subscribe to Real Petty Entertainment on YouTube. Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah, but oh, you know what? Our numbers is increasing daily, so that's letting me know
Yeah,
that we doing something. They
facts,
feeling us for sure.
facts.
So that's all that matter. Any upcoming events going on with you besides the rap battle that's coming up in April?
um, no, I'm just building the platform until we out here, getting things. We just started. February just ended. Now we got March. You know what I mean? It's lit. It's lit. Outside of performing and promoting my new singles that just dropped, Miss Petty,
Stop playing
uh,
with me.
stop playing with me. You see what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I wish I could sing, girl. I
Outside
would
of
hit that note real quick, but a bitch can't
like,
sing.
outside of that, just promoting and I feel like this is a good quarter. This was a great quarter. You know what I'm saying? Just starting with launching a podcast, dropping a hot single, you know what I'm saying? And then coming back with a little rap song, coming back you know, just like how far we came in this from the beginning to
Yeah.
now. You know what I'm saying? So that's good for me. And just staying handling my business as far as my Airbnb, and just making sure things is legit and working, grinding. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's just it as far as events. I'm open to hosting. I'm open to hosting or coming and doing interviews to boost people events, or I'm into marketing,
And
you
we
know.
just
So we
networking. We
do.
trying to meet new people, click into different things, different areas of whatever. We open to whatever. Miss Petty's open to it. I'm open to it. As our subscribers, anybody that feel like they want us on a platform with them, we can help each other.
Exactly.
So it's just an open book. We with everybody, if they with us.
Exactly. And that's just as real as it gets. So I don't want y'all to forget, man. And we here. We things change over time. We only gonna change for the better. You know what I'm saying? Right now, 12 PMs is taking off. We wish people could be more in tune. They definitely go back and rewatch, but we like our audience. We like interacting with y'all when we're live, even if we gotta switch a day.
Yeah.
If we gotta switch Friday and just leave Friday alone, period, because we know this y'all day. We know this when y'all want to go out. Y'all getting dressed, kids coming home. Y'all include, like, you know what I'm saying. So if
I
we gotta,
I still
switch
think
up the
Fiery
day,
Fridays would be good, boo. I just think maybe we
right
should change the time.
time, and I was thinking the only time that could go from 12 would be 7 p.m.
Because everybody off work getting settled. They
Yep,
might
and
be
you're
finna
not
get, yeah,
actually out just yet. You know what I'm saying? You
and
don't
can
really
tune
start
in,
getting
yeah.
dressed
Or
till
tune
like
in while
9.
your ass getting ready to hit these streets.
Exactly.
So yeah, we might have to switch up the time because a lot of people are at work at 12.
Yeah.
Everybody is. Like they on
Facts.
lunch.
Facts. We're working.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Technically, you know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like I definitely would love Fridays at 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's lit. Come off a good show. Boom. Get up out. We ain't got to interrupt us getting our money in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's bomb. You know?
Yep.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I think that that's good. We just gotta do a little tweaking on our flyers, but I think that that would be a better time. We'll see what it do next Friday. You want to start that 7 and see what happens?
Yep. Let's get it cracking.
Okay.
Yep. I'll send it over and let them know. Change it to 7 p.m.
Yep.
That would be perfect. That'll be
Okay.
perfect. I like evenings better anyway. I love interacting at night, late nights. I
Yeah.
be
Well,
doing
you know what?
randoms.
It seemed like when we was on live around like 10, 11, it's way more subscribers tuning in just because people home or they chilling, their day is
Comfortable.
done. Here
Yep.
come the ding. Tune in, Petty
We'll
on.
see the difference. We'll see the difference next Friday.
Yeah.
We'll see the time. We'll let the people that's actually interested into the podcast and follow us on any platform that we stream live. You know what I mean? We're gonna let y'all decide what time works best,
Yeah. Okay,
So,
well, it seemed like a plan to me, boo, and we going to definitely implement that. And if any of you guys have any suggestions or anything that you feel like would be a hot topic on Fiery Fridays for us to debate about or talk about, just drop us something in the comments, and we'll definitely consider it.
exactly. Y'all already know what it is. And with that being said, y'all, it's petty time.
Petty time.
And we signing out. And don't forget, subscribe, like, and share
Yes.
pages wherever you at, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We don't care. Just make sure y'all support, baby.
Tune into It's Petty Time Podcast. It's Petty Time Podcast. It's Petty Time Podcast. It's petty. It's petty. It's Petty Time Podcast on Real Petty Entertainment. Real Petty Entertainment. Real Petty. Real Petty. Real Petty. Real Petty Entertainment Channel.